What is up, guys? My name's Brad and this is Operation N64. Now, if you're new to the channel, in this series we're trying to build an N64 collection starting off with just £10. We're using our charity shops, our car boot sales, our Facebook marketplace, looking for stuff for cheap that we can sell for a profit to build a game fund to buy N64 bangers. So just a couple updates to the game fund. We made only 2 sales this week. We sold that Jerry Lawler book, It's Good to Be King Sometimes. We sold that for $5.99 free postage. And we also sold a brand new sealed copy of Borderlands 2 for £8. So after fees and everything, that's a grand total of this to add to the game fund for a grand total of this. So yeah, nothing massive to the game fund this week, but I'm hoping to get out to the charity shops a little bit more. I'm also hoping to hit the car boot sale. Plus, we've got that Vinted order, which should be arriving any time now. So we've got that to have a look at. So without further ado, let's get into this week's video. What's up, guys? Voiceover Brad is here. I do apologise. I'm not feeling great, but I wanted to get this video out, so we are doing just that. I popped in and did a bit of hunting before I fell ill. Saw a few bits and pieces. This Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, this strategy guide I might have picked up on another occasion. I did look it up afterwards and I see it going for about 15-20 quid on eBay, but I didn't pick it up. So guys, going to go do a little trading. Some of this stuff's been sitting on eBay a little while. It's not really selling. I'd rather have the credit, so we're going to take some of this stuff in here. And then this stuff here needs resurfacing before I can trade it in or sell it on. I'm hoping to do that in the future and maybe show you guys the process. But let's go take this stuff in now and get some credit. So we popped to the charity shops on our way to do the CEX trade, as always. Saw this Slayers box set here, £20 no, that's what it's worth really. Unfortunately, this charity shop does sort of price things up accordingly. You tend to find most of the time things are pretty much where they're supposed to be, there or thereabouts at retail. But sometimes you get lucky, as always in all charity shops. You've got to check just in case you can get lucky on 1 or 2 items that they've missed. I checked the games they did have in. I think most of these are the same ones I saw the last time I was in there, but you've got to check anyway just to make sure. But yeah, I had a little flick through, nothing worth picking up, but yeah, still good to see games. They also had this little stack here of some anime, manga DVDs. Most of them are priced accordingly. Some Hellsing here, some other things I don't really know. Tell me if I missed a banger here, but these things were priced up about what they're worth. You know me, guys, always keep your eyes out for things like this because they do hold a bit of value. But on this occasion, none of them were worth picking up. Let me know if I've missed one that's definitely worth a watch. Obviously, I don't really know. Chrono Crusaders, no idea. But yeah, guys, let me know if you guys are seeing anything cool. But yeah, still cool to see. Then I popped into CEX. My local CEX unfortunately doesn't have a great deal of retro. I don't know whether the competition round by me is so fierce that the place is picked dry. But still popped in there, had a little look. Nothing for Operation N64, unfortunately. And they give me £33.60 in trading, so we can add that to the credit fund. And we popped to another charity shop on our way home from town. This charity shop, you know, is a bit hit and miss. I have found a few bits and pieces in here. Recently found some Blu-ray box sets, but saw this Perfect Dark Zero like steelbook for the Xbox 360. Plus, there were a few PS2 games, some Wii games here. Yeah, a couple of games on the shelf, which is nice because this place rarely has games at all. Yeah, a little stack of PS2 here. I think I pulled out Time Crisis 2. But the thing was pretty beat up, and it's only like a £3 game, £3 or £4 game, but the thing was pretty beaten up, not worth picking up. The other games were nothing to write home about. Red Faction, we've got Metal Gear Solid 2 there, but I got tons of them. I don't know how many times I picked that up, and unfortunately that Perfect Dark was missing a disc, which is a shame. Should I have picked it up anyway because of the steel case and the limited edition case? Maybe I should have. And my favourite place has been pretty dry. Popped in there the other day and I saw this GTA Vice City Stories for the PSP. But everything else has been there for quite some time. So nothing else to pick up, unfortunately. But we still check it because it is so good to me. It has been good to me in the past, and it is still my favourite place to go. But I think I've just been timing it incorrectly. Look at this, that was an empty case. I did ask if I could have it though. I then popped into another local charity shop, saw this Tamagotchi's Friends. I'd love to get hold of an old Tamagotchi for my own collection, but Tamagotchi Friends, they still hold a bit of value. And then we did manage to get to the car boot. It has been quite some time since I've been to a car boot. Just other commitments in the way, making it not possible to go on a Sunday morning. But we managed to go this weekend. Saw a few bits and pieces. It was pretty dry, to be fair. There wasn't a great deal there. Matt normally has the goods, but unfortunately even he didn't have anything this week. But I did have a little look. I found this Biker Mice from Mars figure. You know me, guys. I love me some Biker Mice from Mars. And a few GameCube games, which is just mad to me. I never see GameCube games anywhere. So to see these at a car boot was really cool. I did pick one or two of them up. I had a little flick through what else the bloke had on offer. But yeah, very cool to see GameCube games. A few Wii games here. And some PS3 and some PS2 stuff. This stuff was pretty beaten up, in pretty bad condition, to be fair. So I didn't pick any of these up. But yeah, nice to see games. I think you had £2 a piece on these games, and they just weren't worth it. And they were pretty nasty condition, if I'm honest. Saw this Powerpuff Girls plushie. I actually originally picked it up for my daughter because she likes the Powerpuff Girls. And then these were quite cool. Maybe I should have picked these up. I didn't really look them up at the time, but very, very cool. And we are back in the game space. Now, I apologise, guys. I am not well at all. I went to the car boot on the weekend, and when I came home, I felt ropey as hell. And then the following day, I woke up and I was like shaking and whatever, and I'm still feeling a bit rough now, if I have to be honest. But anyway, let's soldier through this, show you what we picked up, what we spent, plus that Vincent order did arrive. We'll take a look at that as well. But first of all, we spent a total of £4.50 on stuff we're going to try and sell or trade. There's a few bits for the collection here also, plus we've got that N64 game to take a look at. So let's get into this stuff first. So the first thing we picked up this week was this Tamagotchi Friends. Some of these have a bit of value. I'm sure I've seen one or two of them going for like crazy, like 80, 90 quid. This one I had a look on eBay. It's going for about 15 to 20. Paid £1 for it. Tested it out. It's working. I've just noticed now that he's left me. They don't die anymore. They just leave and leave a letter for you and tell you that they've left home. Which is mad. But anyway, I remember the old ones, love the old ones. But I saw this for £1. I had to pick it up, try my luck with it. Potentially 15 to 20 quid. The rest of the stuff we picked up from the car boot. The first thing we picked up is this plushie, this Powerpuff Girl plushie. I can't seem to be getting it working though. I've changed the batteries and everything. It's still not working. I might try again. But yeah, I paid £1 for this, and I'm seeing it going on eBay for like 15 to 20 quid. It's in really good condition, to be fair. So yeah, pick this up for £1. Hopefully get somewhere around 15 quid for it. Just the one game at the car boot for resale, and it is this Zombie U. Man, I paid like 50p for it. I think it's only worth like 3 quid. But it's a Wii U game. It's in good condition. It's complete. I did £1.20 trading, so I can at least double my money on it if I want to. But yeah, I had to pick it up. There wasn't many games there, so I had to pick up what I could. And the next thing is a couple of brand new sealed box sets. The first one is this David Hasselhoff's Knight Rider Season 2. I think it's worth about 4 or 5 quid. Brand new sealed. Maybe we can get about a tenner for it. And then the other one is this Knight Rider Season 1, but this is like a remake, which I didn't even know they did. But yeah, this is a remake of Knight Rider. This is Season 1. Again, brand new sealed. This one's actually worth a little bit more than the original. Potentially, CX sell it for like 6 quid. So potentially a little bit more on eBay because it is brand new. But yeah, not too bad. And that is everything we picked up to try and sell on this week. Now, I picked up a few bits for the collection, so let's go through that stuff now. So the first thing I found at the charity shops was this Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. Now, unfortunately, it's not in there, but the manual and the map are, and I believe I have a loose copy of this. I have a loose copy of one of the GTA games on the PSP. I think it's this one. If it is, happy days. We can then complete it, which is always good to do. She gave it to me for free. She said we just chuck them away so you can have the case. So happy days to pick this empty case up. If it is complete, it's worth about a tenner. And then this stuff was from the car boot. The first thing I picked up was this Biker Mice from Mars, this Modo figure here. He is original. He's the like American football style one. This isn't his normal get up. This isn't his normal uniform. But yeah, very cool to pick him up. Biker Mice from Mars. Always going to pick it up. I paid like £2 for it. Yeah, love this. Couple of GameCube games here. First one, FIFA 2003. I paid like 50p for it. You know, it's a GameCube game. I'm going to pick it up. And then the other one is this Star Fox Adventures. I never see GameCube games. This one is in really good condition, to be fair. I paid a little bit for it. I think I paid like £4 for it. It's worth about a tenner. CX give you £4 in trading for it. This is going in the collection. GameCube is somewhere I might go after the N64 series is complete. But yeah, cool to pick this up. And then my favourite find of the car boot. I was absolutely buzzing. I was actually standing there while they were putting all this stuff out. She was saying 5 DVDs for £1. She started putting box sets out, and I saw her put this down, and I like this, and I grabbed it straight away. I was like, how much you want for this? And the matey started telling me the story of how he found it or whatever, because it's not easy to come by. And he was like, okay, it wasn't easy to come by, blah, blah, blah. I was like, how much? And he said £2 for it, and I was quite happy to pay it. And it is Are You Afraid of the Dark? The complete series 3 and 4. I'd love to get hold of 1 and 2 now, but seasons 3 and 4, this is like a 15 to 17 quid in CX. This is brand new, sealed as well. This is going in the collection. I can't not keep this. I absolutely love this. I remember Goosebumps and then Are You Afraid of the Dark? That was sort of like your mini evening of like scary TV when we were kids. Absolutely loved Are You Afraid of the Dark? Great programs. You guys must remember this. Fantastic. I'm sure they're bringing out like a remake of it, but anyway, I want to get hold of seasons 1 and 2, and then I'll have a complete set. This thing is cool. Look at that, man. We as kids were a lot braver than kids are today. My kids would never watch this. They'd be too terrified, but we we weren't scared when we were younger. We loved stuff like this. Great to add this. My favorite find of the week. So let's get into the N64 game. This will make 10 N64 games in the collection. That's double figures. We finally made it. We've only got 15 games left to go then, and I'm planning on going and doing a shop soon once I get over this. Anyway, the game I picked up, I bought it off Vinted. I paid 17 quid for it, plus buyer's protection, which is like £1.50, so £18.50 for this. Got it well under what CEX sell it for, and it is Banjo-Kazooie. It is the Player's Choice Edition, which, you know, isn't ideal, but this is the last Player's Choice game I'm going to have in the collection. I don't think the rest of the list, I don't think any of them games on the rest of the list come in a Player's Choice. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, great to add this. Great game. I didn't play a lot of it back in the day, but what I did play of it, I really enjoyed. I love the character. I love the teamwork. You know, switching from character to character depending on the situation. I absolutely loved that back in the day. It's a great game by all accounts. It's only like a £30 game. The second one is like a £120 to £170 game, depending on condition, for Banjo-Tooie. But yeah, £30 for this is an absolute bargain and an absolute staple for any N64 collection, in my opinion. Great to add this to the collection. Let me show you what's in there. Plus, he sent it in a protective case, which is ideal as well. So here he is in all his glory. Very good condition, I have to be honest. There's a few marks on the front here. You can see like here and maybe down the side here. I don't know what it is, like maybe like water damage or something. But in all, I think it's in cracking condition. And like I said, £18.50 for it. It is complete as well. We have the manual there, looking nice, very good condition manual. And we also have the cartridge here. I do have a loose copy of this anyway. I will check which one's in better condition and then decide what we will do with it. But yeah, great to add this. Absolutely banging game to add to the collection. So let's cross that off the list. There it is, the last game at the bottom there. Banjo-Kazooie, all gone. So there we are. We are at 10 games now. That's crazy. I never thought I'd be able to do this all from a £10 note. So fantastic. Let's put this bad boy on the shelf. So yeah guys, I do apologise again for being a bit under the weather. I wanted to get this video out. I wanted to show you what I found this week. I'm hopefully I'll start feeling better again soon and we can get right back out there. Do that shop, start picking up some more N64 games. But yeah guys, if you're enjoying this series, as always, let me know by smashing that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, be rad, stay rad, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.